maybe let's talk about the future of comms a little bit. Like, I guess the first thing I would love to touch on is something that we've been thrust into over the past 2 and a little bit years, and that's AI,
Yep.
right? So it still sparks excitement, and somehow it still
Yeah.
sparks fear because everyone's not really on board or not sure where we are yet. Um, where do you see AI's potential, and
Yeah.
where do you see us as communicators right now, just in terms of usage? Because I know what I see is kind of 50-50. You ask
Yeah.
people,
Yeah.
they're all in, or some people are like, well, I used it once, right? So how do you see that, and what do
Yeah.
you think 2025 is
Sure.
going to bring?
Sure. Well, I'll ask a broad question. And have you talked to a lot of communications professionals who say, I've got a lot more time and, I'm just kind of looking for things to do and things are very manageable. It's very calm here. No. So enter AI and can AI help solve that equation and help communications professionals have a tool to use to help move things faster, to ideate, to move through writer's block, to challenge their thinking in some capacity? I think so. And I do see that. I personally use it. I was writing a LinkedIn post last night and I needed an idea. So I threw my draft in there. I put a couple prompts in. I got something back. I edited it further, but it helped me through a little bit of I don't know quite what I want to say here moment. And I was alone, so there was no one to talk to, but AI helped. Now, did the post begin and end with a human? Oh, yes, it did. And I would say that cannot change for high level communications, strategic communications, certainly financial communications, big moments. These have to be managed by humans. And the judgment, the nuances, we were just talking about the cultural aspects. This is where we must, as communicators, continue to initiate and finalize. There's room for AI, I think, in the middle, and probably as AI becomes sharper, as we all become, more comfortable with it, we can hopefully offload some of the things that, maybe take time and move that time to more strategic initiatives. A little bit more team time, whatever it is, right? But I see it as a help, not a hindrance. And it's
Mhm.
up to us as a community and an industry to deploy it effectively in the right ways and to keep each other apprised and honest, sharing best practices. I really enjoy hearing from peers what they think works, what doesn't work, and, kind of getting more down in the details. But I'm optimistic, not pessimistic. I know as we talk about the industrial space, so I'm
Mhm.
flipping on communications for a second, but there is a huge, huge labor shortage in industrials. Do people want to go work on oil rigs in the middle of the ocean when they can perhaps drive an Uber and kiss their kids goodnight? No, they're going to opt for the Uber. So how do we keep industrial operations going when there literally is, because of population, a labor shortage, because of different industries, a labor shortage, huge baby boomer retirement? Well, guess what? AI is really going to, particularly in 2025, we're going to see that take off and
Mhm.
unleash many possibilities. Everything from a co-pilot that depends on information at my factory. When I'm changing a compressor, it'll tell me the 50 mistakes I can make and the 2 ways to avoid it based on that factory. Amazing. And safety, predictive maintenance, taking new workers who may enter the field and giving them decades more of experience because they have this tool that's really built on domain knowledge from their location. It's exciting. And honestly, as we think about, I didn't say this, but I'll repeat what our CEO has said. There is no plan B because there are no more humans in some cases,
Mhm.
right, in the industrial space. So across industry, I think we're going to see more possibilities emerge and mission critical problems be solved.
Yeah, that'll be an amazing day, I think. I think across many industries as well, right?
Yeah.
So that's definitely something to look forward to. As we're recording this, so this is
Hmm.
like January 2025. So we still have a lot of the year
Yeah.
left to go.
Right. Right.
Um, if you had a crystal ball, right, for the future of corporate communications, what's the one shift that you see coming that comms leaders need to be ready for?
That's a really good question. Only one?
Yeah, I'll take more.
Well, I'm going to go to something very basic, and I would categorize it less as a shift and more of something that I think needs a heavy focus in the industry. And it's related to AI because I mean, I see it in my own kids writing papers, right, for school. And there is such a heavy reliance on AI, on Grammarly, on other tools that I think as an industry, we need to continue to focus on the ability to write well. Clear writing is clear thinking, and the ability to express yourself as a communicator, to organize your thoughts, to articulate them, whether it's in an email or a presentation, that core craft skill, I think, is something that is essential and, timeless, actually. But in this world of social media, of ChatGPT, of all the other tools, you can get more tool heavy very quickly and maybe work less on your own skills. And I think that focus on the core craft skill of being a good communicator, of how to put a story together, it is so essential and so important. And it will enable you to use all those other tools. But I challenge myself personally to do that. I put a lot of emphasis on it with our team.
Yeah.
How can we continue to sharpen our storytelling skills as communicators? Because that will be the core of everything that we do. So, regardless of what shift you're putting it through, new administration, geopolitical shifts, technology changes, there's a red thread that runs through all that. And how do you tell that story, no matter what the year is, the climate, or the trends that you're working with?
Hey, if you're getting value from today's conversation, make sure you subscribe right now so you don't miss any future episodes of the Aspire to Inspire podcast.